Trent Suggs.
Welcome, Tiger fans, to Hardin County Baseball here at the Saviti. Tried to run it all together already.
Florida too long.
Yeah, I'm in recovery mode right now. Here at the City Park in Savannah, Tennessee, as the home of our Hardin County Tigers. They'll be taking on the Cougars from Munford, Tennessee. Last night, these two teams hooked up over in Munford. And the Tigers came out with a big 4-1 win in the first game of this two-game series. And what a big win it was for this Tigers as we look towards seeding coming up last week of the season and get ready for district tournament.
It sure is, Steve. That was a big win. We got a great effort by Cooper Clapp on the mound last night. Tigers played a really good baseball game against a really good team. They had their #1 guy last night, and it was really a pleasure to watch and real proud of our guys.
Yeah, it's a big win on the road. It's kind of been an up and down season in the district part of this season for this Tiger team, but it's good to get a win over Munford. Hopefully we can get a sweep here tonight, and then as we look forward on Thursday, we'll play a doubleheader against Liberty. Should be 2 wins there that could put us in either second or third in the district. We're really playing the game of being seeded where I think the top 4 teams are all evenly matched anyway.
That's right. That's exactly where we are. And we got a lot of good stuff ahead of us, buddy.
Exactly. All right, starting lineups are being announced as we get ready to play baseball here at the Savannah City Park. We'll take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll have our starting lineups for tonight's game. You're listening to Tiger Baseball right here on 93.5 FM. We'll be back right after this timeout. Well, it's a beautiful night for baseball here at the Savannah City Park. I'm Steve Cornell along with my buddy Clark Jones, bringing you Hardin County baseball. Big district matchup between your Hardin County Tigers and the Munford Cougars. Let's take a look at our starting lineups for tonight. For Munford, leading off, catching, will be Trent Suggs. Batting second, playing shortstop, Chris Swartz. Pitching tonight, Chase Spears batting third. The DH batting fourth, Shane Cox. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Hunter Reed. Batting sixth in left field, Garrett McKinney. Batting seventh, the right fielder, Hunter Carson. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Braden Sestina. And batting ninth and playing second base, Trey Elliott. Jax Budigan, the center fielder, will not be batting but playing defense. For your Hardin County Tigers, leading off, Jace Littlefield in left field. Cooper Clapp at shortstop, batting second. Seth Garner pitching, batting third. Batting cleanup, your catcher, Jarrett Martin. Batting fifth, Cal Lambert. Batting sixth, Willoughby Davis at third base. Second baseman, Duke Samples, batting seventh. Batting eighth, DH Marcelo Matabanan. Batting ninth, first baseman Strider Jones, and playing in center field will be Jordan Tummins. So Seth Gardner on the mound for game number 2 here for your Hardin County Tigers, as he'll face Suggs, Swords, and Spears here in the first. The big right-hander for Hardin County. First pitch on the way, fastball hit out of play. The last time I seen Seth pitch here was the night of the lights went out against Dyer County. Next pitch on the way is a fastball down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike on Suggs, the leadoff hitter for the Cougars. Next pitch on the way, up a little bit, and the count goes to 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike to the right-hander. Pitch on the way, lifted high in the air. Martin is back here by the fence and makes the grab for out number 1.
Good pitch. If you haven't seen Seth, he's something special now. The junior, going to be mid-80s with a good curve ball, comes straight overhand, big right-hander.
That'll bring up Chris Swords, the shortstop. First pitch to him is hit down the right field or first baseline, It's going to be out of play. No balls and a strike on Swords. Nobody on, 1 out. Just getting going here in game 2 between these two teams. Here's the 0-1 by Garner. Fastball hit on the ground towards second. Samples backhands it over to first for the out. So 2 down. And that'll bring up Chase Spears, the pitcher.
Chase Spears.
Chase is a son of Sammy Spears that was a good athlete here in Hardin County back in the 80s. Seems so long ago, doesn't it?
It sure does,
It's back in my time. First pitch on the way, fastball on the outside corner, strike 1. No balls and a strike on Spears. The 0-1 on the way, fastball gets away from Martin, evens the count up at 1-1. Nobody on, 2 outs here in the first. Little bit of wind blowing in from right field, not much. Flag flying around, but nothing that is major. Next pitch on the way is a breaking ball, taken for strike 2. Here's a 1-2 delivery. Fastball hit right back at me. He evens the count up at, it stays at 1-2. Looking at the field, 300 down the lines, right and left, 340 in the left field gap, 325 in the right field gap, and 360 straight ahead. Here's a breaking ball hit out of play. I just can't get over how amazing this field looks. And when I got here this afternoon and looked at it while they were working on it, and it is unbelievable. Here's a chopper hit down the third baseline, and it's going to go foul.
Yeah, he's way out in front of it. Looked like a straight change, Steve, to me, but good pitch by Seth. His velocity's good, breaking ball's good. It ought to be a good night for us.
Coming up next week, the district tournament will be held here. So a lot of baseball to go here at the Savannah City Park. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Spears, 2 outs. Nobody on here in the top of the first. Here's a 1-2 on the way down in the dirt, ball 2. 2-2 now on Spears. Here's a 2-2 delivery, breaking ball, swing and a miss. It gets by Martin. Here goes Spears down the line. Here's a throw, and he's going to be out. He didn't realize that the ball had gotten away from Jarrett, but we get him out on the strikeout, and the Tigers get him 1-2-3. Here in the top of the first, coming to bat will be Littlefield, Clapp, and Garner for your Tigers. We'll be back right after this timeout. It'll be Littlefield, Clapp, and Garner for your Tigers here in the bottom of the first. No score. The Cougars went 1-2-3 in their half of the second. If you can't make it out to the game tonight, you can watch it live, streaming on YouTube channel Slice 93. First pitch on the way by Spears is up and away, ball 1.
Spears, big, tall left-hander, comes straight over the top, Steve. He's a sophomore, I understand. Big, tall kid. See a lot of off-speed pitches, it looks like, from the start.
Here's a 1-0. Hit high in the air, deep into the left center gap, going back off the wall. Gets away from the center fielder. Here goes Littlefield to second. He'll have to stop there. He picked it up where I saw him last, was hitting the ball hard.
That's a shot. He just hit a shot that hit the wall and bounced back. Got a break down at the center field, moving over, and the ball come off to him. Jason looking for 3 right there all the way out of the box. So really good start for us.
So they bring up Clapp. He'll come to the plate. Lefty on lefty here as Littlefield leads off the game with a double. Spears will go from the stretch. Taking a look back. Now comes to the plate, squares the bunt, pulls it back. Ball up and outside.
Cooper real good at showing the bunt and bringing those corners in, and he'll slap it by him. He's just hitting way over 400 this year, Steve. Done a great job for us.
Spears from the stretch. Couple looks at second. Now he'll come to the plate. Fastball up and in. No balls, 2 strikes on Clapp. Garner on deck. Littlefield at second. Nobody out here in the first, no score. Spears, a left-hander, on the mound tonight for the Cougars. Spins, turns, and fires towards second, not in time.
Yeah, a little timing play down there. Shortstop just broke on the count, so Jason been around. The kid's got a good baseball IQ. Jason's not going to get picked off second. Nobody out.
2 balls, no strikes. Spears from the stretch. Here's a 2-0 delivery, hit out of play. Got that one up and on the hands of Cooper. And the count goes to 2-1. Good crowd out here for Hardin County and for the Cougars. Party deck alive out there in right field. Spears from the stretch, a 2-1 delivery, hit high in the air toward right field line and out of play.
Spears up in the zone pretty bad right there. We're going to get after him if he stays up there. Coop saw that pitch and just got in front of him and hit it way down the right field line. So
2-2 the count on Clapp. Littlefield at second, nobody out. Spears from the stretch. Takes a couple of looks at second, now wheels around and chases Littlefield back.
Coop looking to pull this ball to the right side at least. If he gets a pitch, advance a runner with nobody out.
Here's a 2-2 by Spears. Breaking ball down the dirt, and the count goes full.
Pretty good pitch right there. Just been a little too much, Steve.
Yep, I thought he might get the call. 3 balls, 2 strikes now on Clapp. Littlefield at second, led off the game with a double. Here's a 3-2 by Spears, driven into right field. It's down. Here comes Littlefield around third. He'll score. They throw behind Clapp and chase him back to first. And Cooper with an RBI single, and the Tigers up 1-0. Got one up in the zone like you were talking about, Clark, and he
turned on that ball. Yeah. He of course, just the ball player he is, he was looking to hit the ball right side and advance that runner, and he just caught the barrel and hit that ball in the corner. He hit it so hard the right fielder held him to a single, but good piece hitting. We got to have something in action. Scruggs, catcher for them, probably their best ball player, Steve. He's a good athlete.
So that'll bring up Garner with a runner on and nobody out. First pitch to him is out on the corner, strike 1. Typical left-handed fastball to a right-hander running away from him.
Yeah, it's a good pitch right there, so it's not swinging at that pitch.
Clapp, good lead over there. Now they'll throw over, not in time. He'll get another step. Just trying to get a feel.
Yeah, Coop does a good job decoying and moving around over there, and he disrupts a lot of pitchers. Of course, left-hander looking straight at him makes it a little tougher.
No balls, 1 strike. Garner the hitter. There's a drive down the third baseline, picked up, throws over to first for the out. Good play.
Nice play
by Sestina.
Michael got that right last night.
Yeah.
We got him a job teaching English
Yeah.
next semester. So
he must have spelled it different than me. I got to spell it out different.
Catcher, number 21, Jarrett.
So 1 out. Clapp at second. On the ground out by Garner.
Jared hit the ball solid last night. Hit a double lead off in the first, I think.
So Garrett will come to the plate. 1 out. Clapp the runner at second. First pitch on the way, off speed outside.
A little straight change, wouldn't it, Steve?
Looked like it. Took a lot off of it. Of course, not an overpowering pitcher. That's why we said earlier, probably see a lot of off-speed stuff. Now he'll chase Clapp back.
Cooper does the same thing second. He's bluffing. He's moving his feet down there. He causes a lot of distraction when he's on the bases. Does a great job.
1 ball, no strikes. Next pitch on the way, down the dirt. Ball 2. Martin the hitter. Lambert on deck. 1 out, 1 on. Tigers lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. Spears taking a long look in at his catcher, now goes into his stretch. Wheels and fakes a throw back to second base.
That's what I was referring to earlier. Cooper's got his attention down there. You know, may distract that pitcher and get Jared a good pitch to hit. Big lead, 5-6 steps down there.
Here's a 2-0 outside, ball 3. You know, I've done a lot of ball games, but it seems like this season I've seen a lot of pitchers pay so much attention to the base runners, and it's kind of messing them up around the plate.
Yeah, it does. I mean, Cooper, you know, like he's doing, he's bluffing, like he's moving. He does a great job of doing that.
Next pitch on the way, up high, and he loses Martin. So 2 on, and that'll bring up Lambert with 1 out.
Comes Hunter Phillips to run for the catcher.
Courtesy runner number 1, Hunter Phillips.
So Phillips will come in and run for Martin. And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Lambert. So another lefty-on-lefty battle. Good contact hitter, Kyle is.
He definitely is. He put the ball in play. They're not holding Hunter at first. That's and give him a little extra, maybe break up double play.
Now they'll spin and chase Cooper back again at second.
Yeah, he's got their attention. Got good speed on the bases, and Phillips and Clapp for sure.
Got a lot of chatter over there in our dugout.
Yeah, we're going.
I feel like I'm at a softball game. Here's a pitch on the way to Spears. It's bunted on the ground back at him. Picks it up, scoops, and gets the runner out at first, but he gets his job done. That's Lambert, and moving the runners over to second and third. So 2 gone now. Now to bring up the third baseman, Willoughby Davis. Willoughby will come to the plate with runners at second and third and 2 outs. Tigers up 1-0 here in the bottom of the first.
Willoughby's done a good job. He's hit the ball well the last 5-6 games.
First pitch on the way to Davis. Fastball down the dirt, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. 2 on, 2 out. Davis back in the box. Spears from the stretch. Taking a long look in, now comes to the plate. Hit on the ground towards second. Picks it up. Fires over to first for the out. That'll do it for the Tigers. But they get 1 on a couple of hits, and they leave a couple on. And after 1 complete, Hardin County on top, 1-0. We'll be back with more Tiger baseball right here on 93.5 FM. All right, welcome back to Savannah City Park, Hardin County Baseball, as the Tigers and the Cougars getting it on here in Game 2 of this 2-game series. Tigers won last night over in Munford 4-1. Trying to get a sweep here of this big district matchup and then head into Thursday with a chance to win a couple over Liberty. First pitch on the way from Garner to Cox. The DH is a strike. It'll be Cox, Reed, and McKinney here in the second. Next pitch on the way, breaking ball outside, evens the count up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Hard to believe the last week of regular season is here, but it is. Cox calls for the timeout. We'll be over in Adamsville Friday at 6 p.m., JV game at 4, and then Saturday will be senior day, 11 a.m. The event start. Takes pitch on the way, foul tip, and the count goes to 1-2, and then a noon JV game, and then the varsity game at 2 p.m., and then the following week we move into district tournament play right here at Savannah City Park.
JV won a big one today, undefeated in district this year. Got through it. Done a great job.
Here's a 1-2. Swinging a miss, got him. That'll do it for Cox as he'll go down swinging. That'll bring up the first baseman, Hunter Reed.
Now batting for Munford, first baseman, number 28, Hunter Reed.
He takes a big cut.
So Reed will come to the plate, first baseman, big left-hander, as Clark said. Big one he is, takes a big cut at it as well. Good catch.
Jared's sitting up outside on him. He's trying to jerk everything. You can see it. Saw it last night.
Here's the 0-1 on the way. Another fastball on the outside corner, strike two. That's a tough pitch for a left-hander to hit against a right-hander, or
vice versa.
Here's the 0-2, swinging a miss and got him. So that'll do it for Reed. So the second strikeout of the inning, and that'll bring up Garrett McKinney, the left fielder.
The Cougars, left fielder,
right-handed hitter. He'll come to the plate with nobody on, 2 outs. 1-0 our score, Hardin County on top here in the second. Garner's pitch on the way, down and away, ball 1.
Self looks good tonight, Steve.
Yeah, he's getting stronger and stronger. So he started the season off with a sore arm, sore elbow, and shoulder, and kind of worked through that, was limited. But it looks like all that's gone away, and right at the right time. Here's a 1-0. Fastball hit into the right center gap. Going back is Lambert, and he'll make the catch for the out. Another 1-2-3 inning for Garner as he gets 2 strikeouts in the inning and a flyout. And that'll do it for Munford after 1.5. Hardin County on top, 1-0. We'll be back right after this quick timeout. All right, we move to the Tigers' half of the second. It'll be Duke Samples, Marcelo Matabalan, and Strider Jones for the Tigers. 7, 8, 9 here in the second inning to face Chase Spears, left-hander, on the mound. Gave up a run in the first. First pitch on the way to Samples is a strike. No balls. And a strike on Duke Samples, freshman second baseman. Here's the 0-1. Off speed, good pitch. Just took something off the fastball.
That corner, yeah. I mean, he's painting that corner. That's 2 textbook pitches by Spears.
No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball, swinging a miss down the dirt. Here's a throw to first for the out. Make quick work of Duke in that go-around.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought we'd see from Spears. You know, he two perfect corner pitches, and as you said earlier, that fastball running away from the right-handers, and then he comes back breaking ball.
So Marcelo will come to the plate with an out, nobody on. First pitch to him is down and away.
Spears is just looking out there. That pitch just missed outside. So
I don't know what it is. He's a typical left-hander, though. You can tell his hat's always tilted toward the third baseline. They cannot wear a hat. I mean, a hat straight, I don't think.
There you go.
That ball is hit out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on. Malabanan has come on in the last couple of weeks and done a really good job at DH for the Tigers. Next pitch is down and in.
Yeah, he took that breaking ball.
2 balls and a strike.
Marcelo is a really good fastball hitter.
Spears from the windup. 2-1 delivery on the way. Hit down the first baseline, out of play. Evens the count up at 2-2. Samples led off the inning with a strikeout. Malabanan at the plate with a 2-2 count on him, and Jones on deck. Here's the 2-2. Fastball just a bit outside. As Suggs thought that was it. He was ready to throw it down. The count goes full.
Yeah, you don't need to make the ump look bad right there. That might come back to haunt him later.
Here's the payoff pitch on the way. Up high, ball 4, and he loses him. Kind of like that. So Marcelo gets on with a 1-out walk, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Strider Jones. So Strider will come to the plate with an out and a runner at first. Marcelo has good speed at first base, so they'll have to watch him. Spears taking a long look over, now comes to the plate, swinging a miss at a good fastball about chest high, strike 1.
Yeah, pretty good cut at that ball. Wish he had that one back, I guarantee you, Steve.
Spears from the stretch, he'll go to first, not in time. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Malabanan at first. Jones at the plate. Tigers up 1-0 here in the second. Spears comes to the plate. Fastball up and away. It evens the count up at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike now. Littlefield on deck as we get back to the top of the lineup. Spears from the stretch. Malabanan with a lead at first. It's going to go over. Not in time.
Marcelo did a good job drawing his attention over there. Not that, you got about 2.5 step lead over there, but Spears seemed to be interested in the runners a lot.
Well, I was sitting here thinking the same thing. He doesn't have a, what, 2.5, 3 at the most. Next pitch hit into shallow right field. Second baseman gets it. That one was fisted out there, and that's out number 2.
You ready? Let's do it.
So 2 outs now.
For Hardin County, left fielder number 7, Jace Littlefield.
That one kind of ran in on his hands.
Yeah, it did.
Most of them been running away from him. So 2 outs now. Runner at first, and that'll bring up Littlefield. He led off the Tigers' half of the first with a double and later scored. Next pitch, first pitch hit high in the infield. First baseman under it, calls for it, and makes a really good grab. And that'll do it for the Tigers. They get a runner on, they leave him on. No hits, no runs, no errors. And after 2 complete, Tigers lead. 1-0. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back to the Savannah City Park. Tiger Baseball right here on 93.5 FM. I'm Stephen Carnell along with Clark Jones, bringing you the action this afternoon. And kind of a little bit cloudy right now. Wind blowing in from right center. But a great day for baseball. First pitch on the way. He's hit on the ground toward Davis. Gets a big hop over to first for the out. That'll do it for Hunter Carson. One pitch, one out.
Good job of Seth. I mean, that's
Up next are the Cougars.
no solid contact yet by them.
Sestino will come to the plate to face Garner for the first time. Nobody on. One out. First pitch on the way. He squares the bunt, pulls it back. Ball one outside. 1-0 our score here in the third. Here's a 1-0 by Garner. Fastball right down the pipe. Strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike on Sestino. Trey Elliott on deck, the second baseman, then back to the top of the lineup. Next pitch on the way. Good fastball on the outside corner. Strike 1 or 2. And the count goes to 1-2.
Good job right there. That's a good pitch.
Here's the 1-2 by Garner. Another fastball. Try to get him to chase one way outside. Evens the count up at 2-2. If you're out listening, wants to come out, watch a good game, we got one going on right here. Next pitch on the way is a breaking ball. Gets him looking, and that's out number 2. Out here at the Savannah City Park, they've got plenty to eat out here. They grill and good food, a great atmosphere for baseball, especially high school baseball. It's unbelievable what they've done with the field and the atmosphere around here. So we invite you to come out, but if not, we appreciate you tuning in to 93.5 FM, WKWXFM.com, and the WKWXFM app, and watching or streaming live on YouTube channel /93. Here's a ground ball to Clapp. Gets a big hop, fires over to first for the out. And that'll do it for the Cougars as they go 1-2-3 again, as Garner has faced the max so far. And after 2.5, Tigers lead at 1-0. We'll be back right after a quick timeout.
We invite you to visit.
Back at the old ballpark as the Tigers will head to the bottom of the third. I said that Seth had faced the maximum. I meant the minimum. There's a lot going on around me right here.
You bet.
That's why I've got my buddy over here to correct me.
Shortstop, number 11, Cooper Clapp.
Wisdom sitting over here next to me.
Experience.
It'll be Clapp, Garner, and Martin to face Spears. First pitch hit foul down the first baseline. Cooper had a hit first time up, was left at third. 1-0 our score here in the third. Here's the 0-1. All speed, strike 2 right under the hands. Good breaking ball.
Yeah, it was.
Dropped right underneath Cooper's hands.
Coop's close to plate, too. That pitch, you know, will and all inside, but it's a pretty good pitch.
No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 delivery. Another breaking ball, check swing. They say he went. Here's a throw down the first for the out. So Clapp leads off the third with a strikeout, and that'll bring up Garner. He grounded out his first time up. So Seth will come to the plate with an out and nobody on. First pitch to him is inside, ball 1.
Yeah, Spears doing a little bit of job right now. He's got the ball down a little bit, and the breaking ball's working good for him. So
yeah, he's kind of settled in, which is a little disturbing right now. When you get a good left-hander settling in, it could be a long night for you, especially with many right-handers that we have. Next pitch on the way is a running fastball that hits the corner, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on the pitcher, Garner. Here's a 1-1. That one just misses a little low, and the count goes to 2-1.
yeah, that was a backdoor breaking ball, Steve. That ball kind of curved around the plate. It was a tough pitch.
2 balls and a strike. Here's a pitch down in the dirt, ball 3. Nobody in and out here in the third. The Tigers half of the third. Hardin County on top, 1-0. Got the run in the first. It's been tough going since then. Next pitch on the way, good fastball, got him swinging. I think he was expecting something all speed and got a fastball.
I think that ball was removed away from him. He
Here's the 3-2. All speed, hit high in the air into right field. Right fielder going back and makes the grab for the out. So 2 quick outs here in the third, and that'll bring up Martin. He walked his first time up.
Now batting for the Tigers, catcher number 21, Jarrett Martin.
So Jarrett will come to the plate with 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch on the way to Martin is a fastball on the outside corner, strike 1.
That pitch tough right there, Steve. If he can keep the ball there, going to be tough on us.
Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball, and it's going to hit him in the leg. So Martin will trot down to first, and I believe Hunter Phillips will come out. He will, to run for Jared.
Runner number 1, Hunter Phillips. Now batting.
You got a little break right there because he's trying to go down that
Kyle Lambert.
inside breaking ball down and shoe tops, and he hit him with it. So
That'll bring up Lambert, grounded out first time up. Back to the pitcher. What were y'all talking about last night? Were they leaning into pitches last night on Cooper?
I kind of thought so on one of them, but they won't let me umpire.
First pitch on the way is driven high in the air into right field. Right fielder camps under it and makes the grab for out number 3. So that'll do it for the Tigers. They get 1 on a hit pitch. They leave him there, and after 3 complete, Tigers lead at 1-0. We'll be back right after a quick word from our sponsors.
No runs on no hits.
Thanks for tuning in to Hardin County Baseball right here from the City Park. Great night for baseball. Beautiful afternoon. As the sun has gone down, some clouds up out and about. The lights are on. So it'll be Suggs, Swords, and Spears. 1, 2, and 3 here to face Seth for the second time. Suggs flied out first time to Martin, the catcher. First pitch on the way is an off-speed pitch. Check swing, strike one.
I believe that's straight change, Steve.
Here's the 0-1. Fastball hit down the third baseline, and it's going to go foul. So no ball, 2 strikes on Suggs, the catcher, for the Cougars. Gardner, the big right-hander, eyes Martin, gets the pitch. Here's 0-2. That was a good
85-mile-an-hour
fastball out on the outside corner and just missed it. And the count goes to 1-2. Here's a 1-2 delivery. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, got him.
Yeah, I thought he'd go that breaking ball since he'd been through the lineup once. That's great pitching. Great, talk about it pretty often, I guess. Jared Martin, the catcher, senior catcher, he calls a game. Very few high school catchers call their own game.
He does an outstanding job, that's for sure. 1 out, nobody on. That'll bring up Swords. He grounded out to second his first time up. This pitch is hit out of play. Davis in on the grass at third. Jones playing even with a bag at first, or double play there. Third back on the grass in the middle. Next pitch on the way is outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Swords. 1 out, nobody on. Here's a 1-1. Just misses outside, and the count goes to 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Here's a 2-1 delivery, fastball hit in the Tiger dugout. And evens the count up at 2-2. Tigers will be back in action right here at Savannah City Park on Thursday, as Liberty will come to town for a doubleheader. First game starts at 4 and 6:30. There's a high fly ball lifted into left field, and Littlefield coming over toward the line makes a grab for the out. So 2 down now. And that'll bring up Spears, the pitcher. He struck out his first time up.
Now batting for Munford, number 1, Chase Spears.
So we done some changing in the lineup. Jace has moved around. He went from second to first, now in left. First pitch on the way is a little bit low, ball 1. And now you got some young bucks over there on the right side with Strider and Samples. Next pitch on the way is a strike.
Yeah, we got 2 freshmen starting on the right side.
Here's a 1-1 delivery on the way. Fastball just misses. 2 balls and a strike now on Spears. Bat's right-handed, pitch is left-handed.
That's a little different, isn't it?
Yeah, it's usually the other way around. Here's a 2-1. Hit on the ground toward Clapp. Clapp hustles in, makes a grab, throws over the first 4. They're going to say he pulled him off the bag. I thought he had him, but I think they're saying that Strider's foot may have come off the bag a little bit during the stretch. That's a tough play. So an infield hit for Spears, and that'll bring up Cox.
Now batting number 13, Shane Cox.
So 1 on, 2 outs. Cox, a right-handed DH, will come to the plate. Struck out his first time up. Wind up pitch on the way, down and away, ball 1.
Showing ball with 2 outs. It's a little different. We'll be in on the grass at third.
Here's a pitch on the way. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. And the count evens up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Cox. Spears at first. On with an infield hit. First hit of the game for the Cougars here in the 4th. Garner from the stretch. Here's a 1-1 fastball hit into left field. It's going to be down. So a couple of hits here in the inning with 2 outs. And that'll bring up Reed, the first baseman. So Spears will move down to second. Cox will be at first with a 2-out single, and that'll bring up Hunter Reed, the big first baseman, struck out his first time up. So 2 on, 2 out. Here's the first pitch on the way. Fastball runs away, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Gardner from the stretch. Takes a look at second, now comes to the plate. Swinging a miss, strike 1.
Good pitch right there.
Yeah, he tried to make it 3-1 with that swing.
As long as we stay on the outside part.
1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, 2 on. Tigers on top, 1-0 here in the 4th. Garner from the stretch. Couple of looks at second. Third look, now comes to the plate. And the fastball's up a little, and it goes to 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Reed, the hitter. Spears at second. Cox at first. Here's a 2-1. Breaking ball, driven into right field. Lambert going back to the wall, and then makes the grab for the out. Almost got it all. We hung a fastball and got away with it. And that'll do it for the Cougars. They get a couple of hits. They leave a couple of home. And after 3.5, Hardin County still on top, 1-0. We'll be back with more Tiger Baseball right here on 93.5 FM right after this timeout.
Leading off the bottom of the 4th for the Tigers, number 2.
It'll be Willoughby Davis, Duke Samples, and Marcelo Malabanan in the Tigers' half of the 4th. Catch us on Thursday afternoon at 1 p.m. for the Coach's Box as I get to talk to Coach Harville, get his take on the week's action and what's ahead for Hardin County. First pitch on the way is outside, ball 1. Comes up at 1 p.m. on 93.5 FM, then also archived on the WKWX FM app. The 1-0 pitch on the way by Spears. Swing and a miss, strike 1, evens the count up at 1-1.
There's a little cutter there too, Steve. He got good action on his ball.
1 ball, 1 strike on Davis. Here's a 1-1 outside. Willoughby grounded out his first time up, batting here in the 4th. Ahead in the count, 2-1. Here's a 2-1. He gets a corner, and the count evens up at 2-2. He has worn it out there on that outside corner to these right-handed hitters.
Little screwball he kind of turns over out there with his change. It's a tough pitch, too.
Here's a 2-2 delivery.
There it is.
Breaking ball just misses up high, and the count goes full. Three balls, 2 strikes to the third baseman for the Tigers, Willoughby Davis. Here's a payoff pitch on the way, and he loses him.
My favorite quote from Moneyball, Steve, do I care how he gets on base? I do not.
No, me neither. Somebody tell me that this week, golf, he told me, he said, you know, two bad shots in golf and one good putt makes a par.
That's from Bagger Bates. That's from Bagger Bates.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if we get something working
So
right here.
you watching a lot of TV on your time off. First pitch hit out of play by Samples. He struck out his first time up, batting the second.
See if we put something in motion, have something going right here.
Davis runner at first, nobody out. Here in the fourth, Tigers on top, 1-0. It's been a good one so far. Almost got him leaning, but he gets back in time. I'll tell you, there's nothing worse on an opposing team as a good left-hander with a good move to first.
You bet. That's been that way forever. They're tough on you over there.
No balls and a strike. Davis with the lead. Here comes a pitch. Rides outside. Evens the count up at 1-1.
You know, but Spears a little sharper without runners. You know, it seems like when he goes from stretch, he's missing high and away with that pitch. And
well, he pays a lot of attention to him. Of course, being a left-hander, he can see him right there.
That's right.
Here's a 1-1. Inside corner strike, too. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Duke as he tries to get something going here for the Tigers with nobody out and a runner at first base and Malabanan on deck. Spears from the stretch goes to first again, not in time. Want to remind you, Saturday morning sports talk at 9 a.m. right here on 93.5 FM, talking Tiger baseball, Tiger softball, whatever else is going on around the area and the country. Join us at 9 a.m. Next pitch on the way, hitting the gap between third and short and into left field for the hit.
Good piece hitting right there by Duke.
C&I hit right where they were. And the Tigers have something going here in the fourth with 2 on, nobody out, and Malabanan coming to the plate. Marcella walked his first time up. So he'll face Spears here for the second time here in the fourth.
There'll be something going on here, first, second, nobody out.
So Malabanan will step in, right-hander. Spears from the stretch. First baseman creeping in on the grass. Squares to bunt, bunts it foul. That was more of a lunge at it than a bunt attempt. No balls and a strike on Malabanan. Davis at second. Samples at first, nobody out. Spears from the stretch takes a look at Willoughby. Now he'll chase him back. And restart. First baseman in on the grass for the Cougars. As he'll square the bunt. Now he's got Willoughby hung up, and they'll chase him back to second. I don't know what he was thinking. He was sitting there looking at the catcher and just kind of kept going, and luckily he threw in front of him.
Well, they could have, you know, I don't know the signal. That could have been a bunt and run right there, and Marcel took it, but Hard, he may have took a double steal. I mean, we double steal a lot in this situation, too.
1 ball, 1 strike. They squared a bunt, pulls it back, and the count goes to 2-1. Reed charging in hard. Marcelo pulled the bat back he was almost at home plate on top of him. 2 balls and a strike now as Marcella takes a long look down at Coach Harville. Samples at first, Davis at second. Reed in on the grass. Now they'll wheel and fire over to second, not in time.
A lot going on right here, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
See what happens right here.
Good chess match going on between these two. And he'll look at Davis again, chase him back. 2 balls and a strike. Malabanan at the plate. Davis at second. Samples at first. Here comes the 2-1. Squares to bunt again. He misses outside. So the count goes to 3-1 now. Jones on deck. Nobody out here in the 4th. Hardin County on top. 1-zip.
All right.
So Spears for the Cougars running into a little problem here in the 4th. Now he'll look at Davis again and chase him back.
Well, I'll get a fastball right here. He can change this thing around.
3 balls, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch on the way. Squares to bunt it, gets it down to Spears. He'll throw to first for the out, and Marcelo gets the job done, moving the runners to second and third, and that'll bring up Jones.
Up next for the Tigers, number 3.
We knew that was going to happen. Just took a while to get there.
Sure did.
So Strider will come to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Had a fly out his first time up, and now the Cougars coach wants to call a timeout and come out and talk to his pitcher and his infield. With 1 out and 2 on. See what Coach Harville may be thinking, trying to get them set up. Want to remind you that Thursday, a doubleheader here at Savannah City Park as Liberty will come to town. The final district game of the season. First game starts at 4 p.m. and the second game at 6:30. Of course, all the action can be heard and watched right here on 93.5 FM, WKWXFM.com, WKWXFM app. And then when we're streaming live at YouTube channel /93. Also on Friday, the Tigers will be in action again at Adamsville, 4 p.m. JV game, 6 p.m. for the varsity start. And then on Saturday, it's senior day here at the ballpark, as I think the senior day events start at 11 a.m. and then a JV game at noon, and then the varsity game at 2 p.m. And then the following week will be tournament time, as a district tournament will be played here. So district teams will be in town to try to make their way to the state. And it'll start right here at the Savannah City Park.
Got a lot of room. They're playing on the grass.
First pitch on the way to Jones, all speed down the dirt. Good job by Suggs, keeping it in front of him. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out, 2 on. Runners at second and third. Jones a hitter. And then Littlefield, the leadoff hitter, on deck. Spears from the stretch. Comes to the plate, and there's a fly ball drifted out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike on the freshman first baseman, Strider Jones. Spears trying to pitch out of a jam here, but in a little bit of a problem. Here's the 1-1. Just missed the fastball, and the count goes to 1-2.
Yeah, he missed his pitch there, Steve.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Davis down at third. Samples at second. 1 out. Tigers trying to add to a 1-0 lead here in the 4th. Spears taking a long look in. Now he'll step off. He gets real fidgety with runners on.
He does that.
Now goes into the stretch. Here's a 1-2 delivery on the outside corner, misses, and the count goes to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Infield in on the grass. Runners at second and third. Here's a 2-2. Fastball hit out of play. Making him work. Everybody's in now. I'm looking out there in the outfield, trying to keep everything in front of them. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Hit out of play again. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Jones. 1 out, 2 on. Littlefield on deck. Hardin County leading 1-0 here in the 4th. Jones back in the box. Spears from the stretch. Comes to the plate. Breaking ball misses inside. Almost got him. And the count goes full now, 3-2. It's a good situation for Jones at the plate. Here's a 3-2. Fastball hit in the gap and down in the right field for the hit. Here comes 1 run, and Jones gets an RBI single, and the Tigers go up 2-0 as Davis scores on the hit.
Yeah, that's a good piece of hitting with 2 strikes. Just took the ball. They were all the way up. All we got to do is hit the ball in the air.
Let's do it.
So that'll bring up Littlefield. He'll come to the plate with runners at the corner. With 1 out, and Hardin County leading 2-0.
Let's see what we got right here.
That was a good at bat as he just battled and battled, and then finally got the hit in the right field. So Jones at first, Samples at third, Littlefield the hitter. He's 1 for 2. First pitch on the way, driven into left field, and just got under it. Makes the grab. Here comes a tag. Here comes the throw to the plate, and Samples will score standing up. And the Tigers go up 3-0 as Jace just missed it. Got under it just a tad.
Yeah, Strider should have advanced on that ball from first. He got all the way to second, went back, and then on the throw didn't go to second.
Number 11, Cooper Cloud.
So that'll bring up Cooper. He'll come to the plate. He's 1 for 2, had a hit and a strikeout. So 2 outs, runner at first. That's Jones. 3-0 our score here in the 4th. Spears from the stretch. Goes over to first, not in time. And now the catcher, Suggs, wants to call a timeout. And a good one it is. Go out there and settle his young pitcher down a bit. So the Tigers finally get a couple of runs in with runners on, a couple of timely hits, and go up 3-0 here in the 4th. Jones with the lead at first. Pitch on the way, hit high into left field. Left fielder coming in, going over toward the line, and makes the grab for the out, and then to do it for the Tigers. But they get 3 hits, a couple of runs. They leave 1 on, and after 4 complete, Hardin County 3, Munford nothing. We'll be back right after this. First pitch on the way to McKinney here to start in the 5th is a fastball in the outside corner. It'll be McKinney, Carson, and Sestina. Next pitch on the way, got him with an all-speed pitch, strike 2. And you said McKinney pitched last night, threw real well.
Yeah, he really did. He's good. We scratched out a good win against a good team last night.
No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 delivery. Fastball got him looking as he just blasted a fastball on the outside part of the plate, and that'll do it for McKinney.
Yeah, that's the best pitch set tonight. That's 86-mile-an-hour fastball in the 5th.
So that'll bring up Carson.
Next up for the Cougars, number 20, Hunter Carson.
The right fielder. So now we've got a break in the action as Martin going out to talk to his pitcher. I don't know what we're doing.
Got a problem here.
Oh, he's talking to McKinney and the coach. I don't know if something was said about
McKinney mouthed all night last night.
Yeah. So a good job by Mr. Umpires. He called McKinney and his coach in, talked to him a minute, and then sent him back to the dugout. Handled that the way you're supposed to. First pitch on the way is hit into right field for a base hit to Carson. So a runner on with 1 out, and that'll bring up Sestini.
Now batting for Munford, number 5, Braden Sestina.
Where are they at in the lineup, Steve?
6, 7, 8.
Yeah, we could see a little action here, maybe a little bunting or something right here down there.
So 1 on, 1 out. Sestini, the hitter, squares the bunt, bunts it right back to Seth, over to short for 1 out, second for 1 out, over to first.
Double play.
For the double play. Taylor made right there as he squared the bunt, bunted a line drive right back to Seth. Good strike out at second base and a good turn by Cooper.
Did they call him safe?
Oh, they did call him safe?
Now batting number 5.
I thought he punched him out. I'm sorry. Apologize.
Well, it sounded good.
He really did.
So 2 outs now, and Elliott at the plate. He grounded out to short his first time up. First pitch on the way is a strike. Runner at first, 2 outs. I ain't got to call double play in a while anyway.
Yeah, we've had several since you've been here.
I know. Next pitch hit the sample, flips it over to short. Stop clap at second, and they get the out there. And that'll do it for the Cougars. They get a hit, leave nobody on. And after 4.5, score remains. Hardin County 3, Munford nothing. We'll be back right after this. Move to the bottom of the fifth. Tigers on top, 3-0. It'll be Garner, Martin, and Lambert. 3, 4, and 5 here for the Tigers to face Chase Spears as he works here in the fifth. First pitch on the way is down in the dirt, ball 1. Been pretty smooth since the first inning, and then he ran into some trouble in the fourth. That's Spears. So he'll work here in the fifth.
He's pitched a pretty good game.
Yeah, he has. Here's a 1-0. Off-speed pitch strike.
I understand he's just a sophomore. I dread him going forward.
Yeah, he's your typical left-handed pitcher.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's a good one. That's why coaches kind of drool when they get kids like that, throw from the left side. Next pitch on the way is inside, and it's 2-1.
Especially, he's in the low 70s right now. We picks up some velocity over the next couple of years. It'll be something to deal with.
Well, his family's from here. Maybe we can get him back.
Yeah, that's
get him back to town.
Absolutely.
We'll let you work on that. Here's a 2-1. Outside, and the count goes to 3-1. Maybe offer him a good job. You got a couple of stores.
All right, here we go. Get us thrown in jail by the NCAA. Here we go, Seth, 3-1.
Wind up pitch on the way down the dirt, and he loses him. So Seth will trot down to first, and out comes Pipes will run.
Courtesy runner, number 26, Brenton Pipes.
Brenton played a lot of defense for us in left field.
Good player.
Now batting, number 21.
So that'll bring up
Martin.
Jared Martin. He walked and was hit by a pitch. Looks over first, chases Pipes back. Spears taking a look in the Suggs, now goes into the stretch. Pipes with a good lead at first. Comes to the plate and a little up. He don't want to do that. Bring that down about half inch.
Yeah, we'll have to hunt it over there in Mr. Hosey's yard.
1 ball, no strikes. Pipes, the runner at first, courtesy runner for Garner. Led off the inning with a walk.
Got a big 4-step lead now.
Comes to the plate, all speed, strike 1.
Big overhand curveball. Jared's taking that pitch with no strike.
1 ball, 1 strike. Pipes at first, nobody out. Tigers on top, 3-0 here in the fifth. Now he'll go over again, not in time. Well, they say if you can go in standing up, you can get 1 more. I was talking to Jared's dad today, Melvin, and he said, I can't believe we're in the last week of the season. He's a senior.
Yeah,
I want to
take this time to thank Melvin for all the pictures he takes. For it means a lot to parents and grandparents. He posts those pictures, and can't tell you how much I appreciate what Melvin does for the kids.
He does a lot. He helped us out last night getting us online.
Yeah, don't tell it Michael and I couldn't hook that thing up. I got Melvin to do it. So, anyway, we appreciate Melvin Martin, all he does for our community.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Martin. Spears will go to first, not in time. So Martin will step back in. Pipes with the lead at first. Nobody out here in the fifth. Pipes the runner at first. Here comes the pitch to Martin. Swing and strikes him out.
That's that good cutter we were talking about outside. He's turned that ball over and ran away from Jerry. That was a good pitch.
So that'll bring up Lambert. He's 0 for 2, grounded out, and a fly out. So he'll come to the plate with a chance to move a runner.
Yeah, Coach Hall was big about hitting running with Lambert. We might see something happen right here.
Spears comes to the plate. Good fastball. Strike 1.
Nobody going over there.
As tough as we said he's been on some of our right-handers, he's equally as tough on the left-handers. Lefty on lefty. Now he'll go over and run Potts back to the bag. No balls and a strike on Lambert. Party deck got their K's going up out there.
Looks good.
Yeah, I just noticed that. What we got out there? 6?
6 so far.
Spears will step off.
Pipe's doing a good job over at first.
No balls, 1 strike on Lambert. 1 out, Pipes at first. Here's the 0-1 down and away. Evens the count up at 1-1.
Lambert got a big gap in that 6 hole. That third baseman playing tight to the bag and about even with the bag. So he's a good off-field hitter, as you know, Steve. This would be a good situation. If Kyle get a ball, he can hit on the barrel.
Here's a 1-1. Pulled in the other hole. Second baseman goes over, can't make the play. He'll be safe.
That's base hit.
At first, and Pikes will end up at second.
Yeah, I'm going to have to tell Lambo he messed me up there. I called him 6 hole and he hit in 4 hole. So.
Yep. He did quite the opposite, but got a pitch on the inside part of the plate.
He turned on it, yeah. Here we go. 1 out.
So 1 out, 2 on. That'll bring up Willoughby Davis. Willoughby walked, had a run, scored a run in the 4th, grounded out back in the 1st. So he'll come to the plate with an out and a couple on. Runner in scoring position. That's Pikes out at second. Spears comes to the plate. Runs outside, ball 1. If you notice then, he never even looked at anybody then, just came to the plate.
Yeah, I think he wants to hit right here. Willoughby's done a good job for us. And they're playing back. They're playing it straight up everywhere. Third baseman creeping a little bit because Willoughby's known to bunt, but he's even with the bag. So
1 ball, no strikes. Now he'll check second, comes to the plate, squares the bunt, bunts it foul.
Yeah, he saw that big first baseman all the way back. He's playing behind the runner. So
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out.
He bunts that ball down first baseline. He got a hit. We move the runners up because here he comes in front of the runner now. They're moving him up. So take that away a little bit.
Spears from the stretch. Now they got something going on at second, trying to get Pipes. He's underneath the tag.
Yeah, there's that daylight play down there. He just walked off and then broke back. So Pipes played lots of ball. They don't get him down there.
A ball and a strike now on Davis. Pipes the runner at second. Lambert at first, 1 out. Hardin County on top 3-zip here in the 5th. Comes to the plate, and he misses upstairs. And the count goes to 2-1.
All right, we got the count in our favor here.
2 balls, 1 strike. Spears taking a long look in, now goes into the stretch. A look at second, a second look. Now they're going to go back there again. This time a little closer. They're going to say he's out.
Oh my
I knew it was a little close, but now Coach Harville is going to have to go out here and plead his case.
He said he's.
I'm not so sure what he did. I do know this. I did notice something. He went in with his right hand instead of his left hand, his offhand, and they threw it. I mean, it was a good pick-off move, and they're going to get him into the dugout. Coach Harville says his piece, and that's the second out of the inning. So a base running mistake there by Pikes. He gets picked off for the second out. So that'll leave Lambert at first now with 2 outs and a 2-1 count to Davis. Got a timeout. I don't know what he was looking at down there. Home plate umpire trying to get something situated. Now he comes back behind the plate. 2 balls and a strike. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Driven into the gap. That's going to be down for a hit. Here comes Lambert around second. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Here comes Lambert around third. Davis is going to end up at second. And it's 4-0.
Good piece of hitting by Willoughby. That ball solid right in the gap. And left fielder kind of misplayed that ball, but
we'll take it.
We'll take it.
Got between the center fielder and the left fielder and rode all the way to the wall. Lambert scores all the way from first, and it's 4-0 here in the 5th. And now the Cougars coach will come out and talk to his pitcher. That may be all for Spears. Should be 5-0.
Yeah, that's a tough play.
So he'll go out and talk to his young pitcher and kind of get a feel for him. He's thrown a lot of pitches, so I don't know what the pitch count is for him, but I think that'll do it for Chase, or maybe not. They're going to leave him out there. The way he was acting, that was going to be all for him. Maybe they're going to give him this hitter. So Duke Samples will come to the plate with 2 outs, and Davis at second base. So an RBI double by Willoughby. And Spears will stay in the game. Now what?
Getting a new ball again.
Oh, they said he didn't touch the plate.
My goodness.
Said he missed the plate. That was Lambert.
Wasn't in the play.
So now Duke will get a chance to hit. Had a hit his last time up, scored a run. First pitch on the way. Hit high and down the first base line. It's going to drift out of play. No balls and a strike on Samples, the second baseman. 2 outs here in the 5th. Tigers on top, 4-0. Spears from the stretch. Davis with the lead at second. Takes a couple of looks at him. Now he'll come to the plate and misses outside, and the count goes to 1-1.
Yeah, he's laboring a little out there, Steve. We've both been there. We know what it is. He's late in the game. His pitch count's pretty high too.
1 ball, 1 strike. Here's a 1-1. Hit out of play.
Duke right on that fastball there. Just fouled her straight back.
1-2 the count now on Samples. Davis at second had an RBI double with 2 outs to score Lambert. And the Tigers on top, 4-0. Spears from the stretch. Here's the 1-2 down in the dirt. Evens the count up at 2-2. Malabanan on deck if Samples can reach here with 2 outs. Spears takes a long look in at Suggs. His catcher now goes into the stretch. Now he'll wheel and throw, almost threw it into center field.
Good play by the second baseman.
So 2-2 the count. 2 outs, runner at second. Samples at the plate. Here's a 2-2 pitch by Spears. Hit on the ground in the hole, and it's going to get through and into left field. Here comes Davis as he's going to score. Gets by the left fielder, and Samples is going to end up at second base.
That's base hit. They sure misplayed it out there.
So the second hit of the inning, and the Tigers are on top 5-0 now. And that'll bring up Malabannon.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 23, Marcelo Malabannon.
Marcelo, a good kid, Steve. I'd like to see him get a fastball and give it a ride. He can do it.
Walked his first time up in the second. And
real good bunt the next time.
Yeah, bunted the runners over. So he'll come to the plate with a runner at second, 2 outs. First pitch to him is a drive to the third baseman, bobbling it around. Now they've got Samples in trouble as they chase him to third, and they'll tag him out. Did they say he missed him? They did. Went around the tag. Harville called that one for him, but he went around the tag. And now Munford is not happy, and here comes Munford's coach. He's going to argue with the infield umpire or the home plate umpire. And let's see what the discussion here is, other than he went around the tag. So I guess he is talking about maybe he went out of the baseline too far out. And that looks like what the Munford's coach is talking about, and the umpire is explaining his position. It's not going to change anything, I don't think. But we'll see. Malabannon ends up at second base on the play. And Samples at third. That's the way it stands right now. But a base running mistake there by the freshman as he ran right into that ground ball. But then again, he may not have been expecting him to kind of boot it around. So he's still pleading his case out there. While he's doing that, on Thursdays at 1 p.m., the coach's box right here on 93.5 FM, I get a chance to talk to Coach Harville about the games from the week and what's ahead for the Tigers. And what's ahead for the Tigers this week will be on Thursday. It'll be Liberty in town for 2. Then we'll be over at Adamsville for a JV and varsity game starting at 4 for the JV and 6 p.m. for the varsity. Then on Saturday, it's senior day here at the ballpark. As right now scheduled at 11 a.m. is all the events for the seniors. And then a noon JV game, and then a varsity game at 2 p.m. as Lexington will be in town. So
next up for the Tigers, number 3.
Munford's coach gets his say in, and nothing changes. So 2 on, 2 out, and that'll bring up Jones. He had a hit his last time up and an RBI. So Strider will come to the plate. It's 1 for 2. First pitch on the way. Good fastball on the outside corner. Strike 1. So a long delay there with this argument. Here's the 0-1. Fastball down the dirt. Good play by Suggs. And the count evens up at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, 2 on. Tigers up 5-0 now. They played at 2 here in the 5th. Here's a 1-1. There's a drive into center field, and the center fielder right there grabs it for the out, and that'll do it for the Tigers, but they get a couple of runs on a couple of hits. They leave 2 on, and after 5 complete, lead it 5-0. You're listening to Tiger Baseball right here on 93.5 FM. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
Trent Suggs.
Trent Suggs will lead it off here in the 6th.
This is a leadoff guy, I believe in it, Steve.
It is. He's 0 for 2. Had a fly out and a strikeout. So he'll face Garner here in the 6th for his 3rd time. First pitch on the way. Good fastball on the outside corner, strike 1. I say it's a fastball.
That's a breaking
Maybe
ball.
a little breaking ball.
A little breaking ball, yeah.
Here's the 0-1. That's a fastball. Beat it in the dirt, strike 2.
Garner doing what he needs to do with a 5-run lead, going out there and jumping out ahead. He looks strong, too.
No balls, 2 strikes on Suggs. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 3.
Great pitch.
And that's Suggs' 2nd strikeout, consecutive strikeouts. First out of the inning, and that'll bring up Swartz.
I looked at Suggs' numbers, just looked on Game Changer. He's hitting about 400. He's their top hitter. So great job by Seth right there.
Shortstop Swartz will come to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Had a ground out and a fly out. And there's a ground ball down to Jones. Picks it up, steps on the bat for the out. Way to stay in front of that one. Hard ground ball down there. Got a big hop, kind of right in the belly. But he stayed with it, and that's out number 2.
Now batting for Munford, number 1, Chase Spears.
So that'll bring up Chase Spears, the pitcher. He'll come to the plate. Struck out in the 1st and had a hit back in the 4th. So nobody on, 2 outs. First pitch on the way.
Looked like a straight change, Steve.
Yeah, and that one rolled up and in a little bit. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0. Fastball hit off the fist, high in the air. Martin giving it a look down here in front of us, and it's going to go off the top of the roof. Evens the count up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, nobody on. Spears, the pitcher for Munford, at the plate. Hardin County on top, 5-zip. Here in the 6th. Here's a 1-1. Pitch is up, and the count goes to 2-1. 2 balls and a strike on Spears. Here's a 2-1 delivery. Fastball right down the pipe. And the count evens up at 2-2 now. Good fastball right at the knees. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Garner shakes Martin off a couple of times. Now comes with a breaking ball. Yeah, he threw it a little too hard.
Yeah, I agree with Jared. Up by 5. He probably put that number 1 down right there, Steve.
Yeah. Here's a 3-2. Got him swinging, and that'll do it for the Cougars there. 1, 2, 3 here in the 6th. And after 5.5, Tigers on top, 5-zip. It'll be Littlefield, Clapp, and Garner as we move to the bottom of the 6th inning when we return. You're listening to Tiger Baseball right here on 93.5 FM. Back after this.
Number 7.
Jerry Smith will be in relief here in the 6th as Chase Spears goes 5 innings, gives up 7 hits and 5 runs, and he leads the game trailing 5-0. Smith, the right-hander. First pitch on the way to Littlefield is down.
Now pitching for Munford, number 6.
And in the dirt, ball 1. So Smith will face Littlefield, Clapp, and Garner. Next pitch on the way is called a ball as well. 2 balls, no strikes on Littlefield.
He's done a great job this year for the Tigers. He's a great fastball hitter too, Steve.
Here's a 2-0 pitch hit into center field. Center fielder giving chase back to the warning track and makes the grab.
About 350 dead center.
So 1 out here in the 6th, and that'll bring up Cooper Clapp. Cooper had a hit back in the 1st, strikeout in the 3rd, and had a fly out to left his last time up. So he'll come to the plate to face Smith for the first time. First pitch on the way, good cut at a fastball. Strike 1. No balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Pitch down and gets by Suggs. Evens the count up at 1-1. For just joining us, it's been a good game so far for Hardin County anyway. One run game for a while till we got into the 4th, and the Tigers have put a pair on the board in the 4th and the 5th. Next pitch on the way is outside. If you missed any of tonight's game, you can go back and watch it on YouTube on Slice 93 channel and get the replay there of tonight's contest. There's a drive into right field. It's going to get down for a base hit.
Good piece in there.
Will stop at first, and he'll have his 2nd hit of the night. So 1 out hit, and that'll bring up Garner. Garner grounded out in the 1st, had a fly out back in the 3rd, and then walked in the 5th. So he'll come to the plate with a runner at first and 1 out. Smith from the stretch comes to the plate. There's a quick throw down, not in time. 1 ball, no strikes on Garner. Tigers trying to get the sweep here over the Cougars. They won last night over in Munford 4-1. Here's a 1-0. Fastball inside and underneath the hand, strike 1.
Goodness.
Evens the count up at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. 1 out, 1-0. Smith comes to the plate and just misses up high, and the count goes to 2-1. Tigers were swept by Dyer County earlier in the season and then split with Brighton. And then trying to get a sweep here of our own. That one's fouled back at us.
Yeah, Garner wanted that pitch, Steve. He just fouled it straight back.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first, 1 out. Tigers on top, 5-0 here in the 6th.
If we win both games Thursday against Liberty, the way I understand it, we're going to have a 4-way tie. We could be the #1 seed in the district.
Here's a 2-2 on the way outside, and the count's full now. Martin on deck. As the Tigers batting 1-2-3 here in their half of the 6th. Clapp at first, reached on a hit. Here comes a pitch drive into the left field corner. It's going to be picked up there. Clapp will have to stop at 2nd. So a couple of singles here in the 6th, and that'll bring up Jerry Martin. So Jerry will come to the plate. He walked back in the 1st, hit by a pitch in the 3rd, then struck out in the 5th. Garner will come out, and Pipes will come in to run for Seth. Give him a little break. 1 out, 2 on. Martin at the plate. Smith from the stretch. Here comes a pitch. There's a drive into right field, a high fly ball. Right fielder going back to the wall and makes the grab. Clapp tags. He'll head to third. And everybody runners at the corner with 2 outs. And that'll bring up Lambert.
Just got under that ball. He had a long way the opposite field,
Now
Steve.
batting for the Tigers, number 29, Kyle Lambert.
So Kyle will come to the plate. Had a hit his last time up and scored a run. So he'll have a chance to get an RBI here with Clapp at third base. Pipes at first. 2 outs here in the 6th. Good fastball on the outside corner. Swing and a miss. No balls and a strike on Kyle. Smith from the stretch. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Good pitch right there.
So 2 quick strikes on Lambert.
Smith's found himself. He down and net below the knees. That's good velocity too.
There goes Pikes. He takes off. Smith looks at him, and then he's not going to fall for it. They tried to get him to make a mistake, try to throw him out at second. So runners at second and third now. Here's the 0-2 to Lambert. Misses outside, ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes. Smith from the stretch. Here's the 1-2, just misses inside a little low, and the count evens up at 2-2 now. Kyle, good contact hitter. They're playing him pretty much straight away. He can put it anywhere. Smith from the stretch. And he got him looking on the outside corner. And got the call. He's not happy about it, questioning him a little bit, and he'll go have a seat, and that'll do it for the Tigers here in the 6th. After 6 complete, Hardin County on top 5-0. We'll move to the 7th when we return right after this.
Cox.
All right, it'll be Cox, Reed, and McKinney. 4, 5, and 6 here in the Cougars' half of the 7th. Tigers on top, 5-0. First pitch on the way by Garner is delivered into left field for a base hit. So first pitch and a runner on here in the 7th. That's his 2nd consecutive hit. He had a hit back in the 4th. So that'll bring up Hunter Reed. Had a strikeout in the 2nd. Had a fly out, just missed an opportunity for some RBIs back in the 4th. First pitch on the way to him was outside, ball 1. 1 ball. Next pitch on the way, good fastball right at the thighs, and evens the count up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on. Next pitch on the way, swing and a miss and an off-speed pitch, and the count goes to 1-2.
That looked like a straight change, Steve. Good pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Reed the hitter. pitch on the way, swing and a miss, got him again. I'll say this for him. He gets his cuts in.
He don't get
cheated at all. That'll bring up Gary McKinney. He had a fly out in the second, struck out in the fifth. Oh, is that Milliken? Okay, Milliken will bat for McKinney with an out and a runner at first. First pitch on the way is outside. Ball one. One ball, no strikes. Seth trying to get a complete game here. Next pitch hit high in the air toward short and third. Davis calls off. Clapp makes the grab for out number 2. So the Cougars down to the final out, and that's Hunter Carson. He'll come to the plate.
Number 20, Hunter Carson.
He had a hit back in the fifth. So 2 outs now. Garner trying to close it out here in the 7th. There goes the runner. Here comes a pitch, and he stole that one on Seth. Seth forgot to give him a little look, and he took off. That's Cox, and he's at second base.
He doesn't mean much out there, Steve.
Now, one ball, no strike. First or next pitch on the way is a swing and a miss. And the count goes to 1-1. One ball, one strike, 2 outs, 1 on, runner at second. Here's a pitch, all speed, hit towards short. Clapp makes a grab, throws over to first for the out. Did he get him? They say he pulled him off.
Yeah, he did. He had to just wide.
So runners at the corners now with 2 outs. E on the throw.
Now batting number 10, Blake Turner.
Really good running job by Cox out there. So he just kind of waited on that ball and then did a little jump over it. But a good play by Cooper. Just couldn't get it over there. Pulled Jones off the bag. So 2 outs. And that'll bring up Turner, a pinch hitter. So he'll come to the plate for the first time, left-hander. Seth trying to close it out and get that shutout here. 2 outs, 2 on. First pitch on the way. Swing and hit out of play. No balls and a strike on Turner. Garner from the stretch. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball. Swing and a strike 2.
Great pitch.
Yeah, that was a good one there to the left-hander. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Seth trying to get a complete game here in the 7th.
Probably go away right here, Steve.
Here's the 0-2. Fastball. Swing and a miss and got him. That'll do it. As Garner gets the shutout and a complete game, and the Tigers sweep the Cougars in the 2-game series. We'll take a timeout. We'll have your totals when we return. You're listening to Hardin County Baseball right here on 93.5 FM. Back after this.
Tigers will end their regular season.
All right, welcome back to Savannah City Park. Steve Cornell along with my friend Clark Jones as we just watched the Tigers get the sweep over the Munford Cougars, 5-0. As Seth Garner went all the way, got the complete game shutout, and a big night for him and our Tigers as they get the win here, and a big win it was in district play. Let's look at our totals for tonight for Munford. As they got no runs on 4 hits, they have an error, and they leave 6 on base. Spears gets the loss. He worked 5 innings, gave up 7 hits and 5 runs. For your Tigers, they get 5 runs on 9 hits. They commit 1 error. They leave 8 on base. And like I said, Seth Garner gets the big win with a complete game shutout. So the Tigers get the sweep. We get the complete game shutout, and a good night for this baseball team.
Yeah, it was, Steve. It's a great win. You know, like I was saying earlier, I think from talking to coaches, we're going to end up with 4 teams with the same record. And the tiebreaker goes back to runs allowed, and I think the Tigers win that. So we got a good shot at being, if we, victorious Thursday, we can end up as #1 seed in the district.
Well, we did a lot of good things in this game. We pitched it well, played good defense, got some timely hitting. You know, we went through a couple inning stretch here where Spears really settled in. We thought it was going to be a struggle for us. And, it was a 1-run game at that point. And then we fought to get a couple of runners on. Strider Jones gets a big hit, gets an RBI single that kind of helped get this thing going for 2 innings in a row, pick up a couple of runs in the 4th and 5th, I believe.
That's right.
And then, really Chase Spears, he kind of ran out of juice as they put in relief there to finish it up. But a good night all around. Baseball's a funny game. A lot of things good had to happen, and we had the good stuff happen for us.
Yeah, we did, and Garner was fantastic today. I can't say enough about him. He was overpowering. They never really got us in any trouble there. He just went right through it and had good control, good velocity, had control of all 3 of his pitches tonight. So looking for good things next week for sure for the district tournament when it starts. Well, we got a couple games left.
Yeah. But that's what matters. Through the first 3 innings, he only faced 9 hitters for Munford before they got their first hit in the 4th, and that was an infield hit.
Right.
With a couple of outs, and then they got their second hit in that inning, and then just kind of looking ahead, really no danger at all. They had a runner at second at one time, but that was really, the only time they reached third base was in 7th. So a good outing by Seth. So we look ahead to Thursday as Liberty will come to town for 2. First game is at 4, second game at 6:30. Then Friday, we'll be on the road at Adamsville, 6 p.m. start over there for the varsity game, JV game at 4. And then Saturday, senior day right here, as a few seniors will play their last regular season game here at Savannah City Park. And you want to be here for that. I think the festivities for that start at 11, and then a noon JV game, and then the varsity game at 2 p.m. As an old rival comes to town, Lexington, they'll be in town for that game. And then after that, we'll turn our attention to the district tournament, which will be played right here at the Savannah City Park. So, any parting words on your half? You've eaten over there, and I said I was hungry, and you pulled out a candy bar and started eating.
Yeah, that's right. That's a celebration bar right there.
Is that what that was?
That was a good one. That's this is really good. These kids fought back. We had a little adversity in some spots, but this is the kind of baseball I thought we'd play. Hit it right, throw it, really pitch it good and play good defense. So this looks like the team that I thought we'd see at the start of the year.
Well, maybe they're hitting their stride right at the right time.
I hope so.
All right, that'll do it for us here at the Savannah City Park. For Bridget at the station, for Clark Jones, I'm Steve Cornell saying so long, Tiger fans. We'll be back on the air Thursday at 4 p.m. as Jackson Liberty Magnet comes to town. We'll see you then. So long.